Jack Sparrow's character in Pirates of the Caribbean was inspired by the famous pirate Jack Rackham, but he was not the greatest pirate of all time. In fact, no man was, because the most successful pirate in history was actually a Chinese woman named Ching Shih. And she didn't just steal ships, she looted over $500 million worth of treasure. It's more than any pirate ever. But Ching Shih wasn't born into piracy. She came from humble beginnings and worked in the pleasure district of Canton to survive. But she was no ordinary woman. She was clever, ambitious, and knew how to negotiate. And one day, fate brought her face to face with one of the most feared pirate commanders of the time, Zheng Yi. Zheng Yi, leader of the Red Flag Fleet, didn't just want a wife, he wanted a partner in crime. Ching Shih agreed to marry him, but only under one condition: she would share control over the fleet. Zheng Yi accepted, and together they built an empire. With Ching Shih's intelligence and Zheng Yi's battle skills, the Red Flag Fleet expanded to 1,800 ships and over 70,000 pirates. They terrorized the South China Sea, plundering merchant ships, entire villages, and even government warships. The Chinese Navy, the British, and the Portuguese all tried to stop them, and all of them failed. Everything was going perfectly until 1807, when Zheng Yi died in a sudden storm at sea. Most people expected Ching Shih to disappear, but instead, she shocked the world. Instead of stepping down, she took full control of the fleet and became the most powerful pirate in history. But she wasn't just ruthless, she was strategic. Her success came down to 3 brutal rules. Loyalty was everything. Any pirate caught stealing loot for themselves was executed on the spot. Discipline was non-negotiable. Any pirate who harmed a woman was immediately beheaded. No retreat. If a pirate fled from battle, their ears were cut off as a warning to others. These rules made her fleet the most organized and unstoppable force on the ocean. By 1810, the Chinese emperor was desperate. His navy had been humiliated, and the British and Portuguese had failed to stop her. So instead of fighting, he made her an offer she couldn't refuse. And this is where the world went. Oh my God. The emperor offered her full amnesty, no punishment for her crimes. She could keep all her stolen treasure. She could retire peacefully as a free woman. And guess what? She accepted. Instead of going down in a blaze of glory like most pirates, Ching Shih walked away richer than any of them. She married a former pirate and spent the rest of her life running a gambling house in China, living in luxury until she died peacefully in 1844. Ching Shih went from being a lower class to commanding the largest pirate fleet in history and retiring as one of the richest women of her time. Unlike most pirates who met gruesome ends, she outsmarted the world and walked away undefeated.